Hi guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. So today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I ship fish and shrimp. So yes guys, in today's video I'm exactly going to show you my method of shipping fish and shrimp, as this sometimes can be a little bit difficult, or like you might not really want to do it, but I'm gonna really simplify it for you. It's really not that difficult, and anybody can do it with this method. So some of you might know I already made a video on how to ship plants. I think it even came out last week. And that was quite a success. People enjoyed that, so that's why I thought, why not make a video about how to ship like fish and shrimp as well, since I have an order that I need to ship out. So yeah, for this order we've got shrimp that need to be shipped out, but it's the same process for fish really. So shrimp and fish are the same way of doing it. So we've just got some Amano shrimp that needs to be shipped out, 10 of them. Firstly, we're gonna get ready with our box. So I've just got a standard box here. Any type of box will work really. You just want a box that is big enough. I think this should be big enough. And then very simply, of course, gonna just tape the sides like this. Let me see if I can do this. It's honestly always such a struggle really, but I think if I do like so, and then get this at least attached here, and then do it, and we should be alright. I mean, that's alright, I would say. A little tighter would have been nicer. So then, just cut this off. I mean, this is just basically how to build a box, really not too difficult. You can even do the sides here if you wanted to, but that's the base of your box. Right, and so I've got my box ready now. I also taped up the other sides, but because we are shipping some fish and shrimp, I am going to insulate the box with some styrofoam. I mean, you don't have to do this. It depends where you live, If you live in a really warm country, then you might want to insulate to keep the heat out. And if you're in a cold country, you want to keep the heat in. Really depends if you need it, but I think it's just good to have extra padding in there as well. It gives you a nice little base. So it's time to cut that. It can always be a struggle, but let's try. Okay, so actually guys, I just realized I was going to get some styrofoam because I had some styrofoam pads there. I just realized I still have a styrofoam box, which, I mean, this will work even better. I mean, it's quite big, but that's really not a big deal. And if you've got a styrofoam box, that would be the best, because that's nice and insulated at least. So yeah, I think we're gonna use this. Say you wanted to use a box, what you would just do is you would take the box, have your sheets of styrofoam, cut some pieces out, and make sure the bottom and the sides are insulated like that. Maybe get a top as well, and that's like it, So it's not much difference really. This is just easier having a styrofoam box because we're skipping a couple of steps, which is nice. So we're gonna use this, and then now we'll continue on with the process, and it's like nothing different from now on. I think I am going to line this box with some newspaper, or at least I just like to grab a few pieces of newspaper, just put the base in basically, and then we can nicely use this box. It's a really nice box. Tape it up, and that's all you have to do really. Right, so here we have the box. I'm literally just gonna take one of these newspaper sheets and simply just gonna lay a nice foundation like so. Maybe put one like so, and then it's just a case of, let's see, making sure that's still alright. I think it's now time to catch the shrimp and get them in the bag, and then this is, we'll do this all later. Right, so here we are. This is the tank with the Amano shrimp in them. I'm just gonna grab a little specimen container like this, fill this with water. I don't know if it's possible because I've got some angelfish fry in here as well. I'll find a way how to get some water in here. I'll just create a little siphon, just like so then we can just fill this little container up here. I mean, we don't need that much water really, and usually what I like to do is about half tank water and half fresh water, so then the shrimp have some fresher water as well. So we've just first got some water here, which is good, and now it's just a time to catch your shrimp or fish. I mean, yeah, pretty simple. Try to not put too many shrimp or fish in one bag. So I'm using, I need 10 shrimp. those can all go in one bag. But if you have like 20 or 30 fish, maybe you want to spread them out through a couple of bags. It really depends. So yeah, I'm just going to start with catching these guys, and I'll get back to you guys once I've got them all caught. Right, okay, so there we go. We have our shrimp. We got 10 of them in here. I don't know if you can see them and if it will focus. Yeah. So these are nice, decent sized shrimp. So that's all good. Now, one important thing I forgot to mention is if you are shipping fish, you don't want to feed them like at least, you know, one day before you want to ship. Don't feed them, maybe even 2 days before, because that will prevent them pooping extra in the bag, especially with fish. With shrimp, it's not really a big deal, to be honest, but with fish, definitely you want to make sure, you know, to fast them basically. Let them not eat for like a day or two before you ship. But anyway, now it's time to bag them up. And well, I mean, I hope you already know how to bag fish or shrimp. If you don't, then I can quickly show you how. So you want to get your bag, of course. You know, open the opening. I like to put these sides to the back a little bit. And then what you're simply going to do, let me move the camera first though. So what you're just going to do is going to grab your shrimp or fish and just pour the bag in. Now sometimes they don't always want to go in and they just stick there, but eventually they'll go in like that. And then as you can see, we've got them in here already. This is looking good. Now for shrimp, I like to add something in where they can attach to, because otherwise they're just free floating like this, and that's not really good for shrimp. They like to be attached to something or to like hang on to something. So you can use a bit of plant material, or you can also use a little net like this I've got. It's just like a piece of net. Just chuck that in with them, and then you know, make sure it sinks and stuff. And then they've got something to hold on to during shipping, which is nice. They'll definitely enjoy that. For fish, you don't have to do that, of course, but for shrimp, that is quite nice. Right, so then we've got this. Now, this is technically enough water for them. You don't really need that much more. It's better to have like 1/3 water and 2/3 air. You can also use pure oxygen if you have that available, but if you don't, just use normal air. Now, I said I was going to add some fresh water, but I don't think it's needed with this because we have enough water in there already. Now, what you're simply going to do is you're going to, you know, put your bag upright like this, and then you're simply just going to grab the bag like that. And, I mean, you can do a slow grab as well, not a big deal. So just grab it like this. Do a few twists. I might make a separate video on how to bag fish. I think there's a video on the channel already. But you just want to twist like this, then grab a little elastic band. I mean, there's different ways of packaging fish or shrimp, like in a bag. I just put it around and then I wrap around a few times. It's quite difficult to explain because you just learn with time. And then I like to like double this up and then close like so, and then I like to put on another rubber band just to be safe, because why not? You can also you could also use like breather bags for shrimp. That's what people use sometimes. I mean, you just have to look what works best for you. I might make a follow-up video on it, not too sure, but for now they're nice and bagged. So we got 2/3 air, 1/3 water. You can see they're already attaching to the mesh that I've got in there, and this will be good. And you want to make sure, because they'll probably be laying down like this, that they have enough room to move around. This looks all good. So yeah. Right, so anyway guys, we're back at the box. You can see the shrimp I've already attached all to the mesh, which is nice. And I'm just simply gonna lay them down in here. So I hope you guys can see, but you know, we're simply just gonna lay them down probably like so, and just make sure they're nice and secure. And now the rest of this space we're going to fill up either with some newspaper, or you could use some other filling type material. You just have to see. I think I'm just going to use some newspaper. It might take me a little while. I might even put even a bit more bedding underneath, because then we got the same height kind of, but I'll have to see. Sometimes what I also like to do is literally just take another bag and fill that up with like water and put it right next to it. So say you would have like another bag to fill here, then you've got it nice and full and it just fills the bag in. You could do that, it does add a bit of extra weight, or you can just, you know, also do paper. So anyway, let me get to do that and then we'll go from there. Right, okay guys, as you can see, we're now nice and filled up with the paper. I've wrapped them in nicely. Now it's time to, well, do a few things. We want to add all our business stuff, so I'm gonna add just a little business card in and maybe like a little sticker as well, if I still have one laying around, and otherwise well, I'll have to see. And then we also want to add a heat pack. At least where I am, it can get quite cold, so I'm just gonna add a little heat pack as well, and I'll show you how to do that. Right, so as you can see, I just got a little sticker here. So we'll add that in, and I also got a little business card with some of my details on it. So we'll add those two things in just by here. And then we've got a heat pack here. Pretty simple. All you want to do is take this out of the packaging it comes in. And then you've got this little pack. Now you want to shake this to activate it. So you're just going to shake, shake, shake. And then after a little while, you'll notice that it starts getting warm, and that means it's working. And then once you've got that done, you've got these red lines here. You want to make sure that those are not blocked, because that's the oxygen it needs. So wherever you stick it on, don't stick it with this to the side. Right, so now it's warm, and what I'm just going to do, I'm going to grab a bit of tape, and then I'm simply just going to tape it to this side here, because then if this closes, it's nice in there. So I'm literally just gonna put it like so. Right, and then we'll simply just, you know, tape this over here. I said you didn't want to block those lines, but I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is all right. So anyway, that's done like so, and then we can basically just close it up. Right, so I've just closed it up, and now it's just, you know, I just have to tape up the sides, and then we're basically all done. Right, so there you have it, guys. That's basically it. We've got our package here now. Only thing that's left to do is to put your shipping label on and take it to the post office. And with this method, you shouldn't expect any DOAs really. I mean, it's possible sometimes, but usually this method works pretty well with the heat pack, and I've always had good results. But anyway guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. Don't forget to check out our channel sponsor, King's Aquariums and Antworld. Links are all down below. Also, don't forget to become a member if you're not already, because you get exclusive content and behind the scenes perks and things like this fish shipment you would have seen way before the video comes out. You get early access to videos, all that good stuff. Link is also down below. Also, check out our Discord server. Link is again down below for that. And also check out all my other socials and my merch and all that good stuff. And like and subscribe, of course. Comment below this video if this helped you out, or like your method of shipping. Let me know in the comments down below. But anyway guys, I'm going to leave a video here that you can watch next. This is how to ship plants. Basically quite similar, but there are a few differences. Go watch that next, and have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.